Hello everyone, I'm Haitao from Zhejiang University. The paper I'm going to share today is DC-Seg, Disentangled Contrastive Learning for brain tumor segmentation with missing modalities. The background of this paper is brain tumor segmentation with missing modalities. As we know, MRI has many different modalities such as T1, T2, and FLAIR. And different tissues of brain tumors like the red, blue, and green regions of the figure has different sensitivities to different MRI modalities. So ideally, having all modalities will yield the best results for brain tumor segmentation task. However, in real-world clinical practice, it is often impossible for us to obtain all the modalities due to high cost, making missing modality a significant challenge. And regarding the problem of missing modalities, some studies have already been conducted in the past, and they can be roughly divided into 3 categories. The first one is modality synthesis, which uses generative models to generate missing modalities. However, this approach often requires additional training and performs poorly when only one single modality is available. The second is training multiple dedicated models for each missing modality scenario. This method can achieve good performance, but are very costly, since they require up to 2 to the power of n-1 models for n modalities. The last one is unified model, which embeds all modalities into a shared latent space, and then perform feature fusion for downstream tasks. This method can handle all missing modality cases with a single model. Our method, DC-Seg, belongs to the last one of unified model. However, existing unified models often ignore the modality gap, which fails to learn modality invariant anatomical features across different modalities. As a result, their performance drops significantly in missing modality scenarios. To address this, we propose DC-Seg, which explicitly disentangles modality invariant anatomical features and modality-specific features. Here is the overview of our DC-Seg. The key idea is disentangle each input MRI modality into 2 types of features, anatomical features and modality-specific features. To achieve this disentanglement, in addition to traditional reconstruction-based approach, we further introduce a bidirectional contrastive learning, which consists of anatomical contrastive learning and modality contrastive learning. After disentanglement, we fuse the anatomical features from the available modalities to perform tumor segmentation. Moreover, we introduce a segmentation-based regularizer to further improve the robustness. In this slide, I will explain how our bidirectional contrastive learning disentangle MRI into an anatomical feature and modality-specific feature. As shown in the left figure, different colors represent different subjects, and 4 different shapes represent different modalities. For anatomical contrastive learning, the goal is to pull together the anatomical features of the same subjects across different modalities, while push apart anatomical features of different subjects. For modality contrastive learning, the objective is to pull together modality-specific features of the same modality across subjects while pushing apart modality-specific features across different modalities. Specifically, for each MRI image, IJ from subject I and modality J, in anatomical contrastive learning, positive samples are those that share the same subject I. In modality contrastive learning, positive samples are those that share the same modality Z. By combining these two losses, the model is able to disentangle anatomical and modality-specific information more efficiently, which is crucial for segmentation under missing modalities. Now let's take a look at the whole learning process. In addition to the bidirectional contrastive learning discussed above, we adhere to the assumption that for successful disentanglement, the anatomical representation should be re-renderable into the original image when combined with the modality representation of any modality. So the final disentanglement loss consists of both the bidirectional contrastive loss and the reconstruction loss. Meanwhile, to prevent the model from over-relying on high-sensitivity modalities, we introduce a segmentation-based regularizer. Specifically, the model is required to predict segmentation mask from single modality anatomical representation using a shared decoder. This ensures the model still performs well even when strong modalities are missing. Finally, the segmentation loss is computed from predictions using the fused anatomical representations. The overall training objective is a combination of segmentation loss, regularizer loss, and disentanglement loss. Here are some experiments. We conducted experiments on the BRATS dataset, which consists of over 300 samples, and each sample Each sample includes 4 MRI modalities. The segmentation task focuses on 3 tumor subregions. And in this figure, we present visualization results. On the left are 4 MRI modalities. In the middle are the results and the 15 missing modality scenarios along with the ground truth. And on the right are the results from MedSam. It is worth noting that like medical foundation models such as MedSam still fails to do so well even when provided with the bounding box of the tumor. This further stress the significance of our approach even in the era of foundation model. And another important visualization result is shown here, which illustrate the anatomical and modality representations on the unseen BRATS test set. In the figure, different colors represent different samples, while the 4 strips represent different modalities. The result is just like what we expected. The top right shows our ablation studies on key components like anatomical contrastive learning, modality contrastive learning, the reconstruction task, and the regularizer. Lastly, we additionally collected a private Y-matter hypersensitivity segmentation dataset from the second affiliated hospital of Zhejiang University. DC-Seg also achieves leading performance on this dataset. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.